Hey everybody, Steven here playing Subnautica Below Zero, and today looking at the latest updates to the game. Now, there's been updates to the story, specifically to the portion in the Glacial Basin. I am not going to cover that in this video. I just want to keep it strictly to what's been added in terms of features and things like that that are added, not the story. I just don't want to do that for this one. I'm actually going to do a separate one on that. So for right now, this still may contain things that are spoilers. So if you don't want to watch anything about that, you're not going to want to watch this video. But let's go ahead and get started here, because the first thing is they've updated the warp gate base here. So just going inside, the back room is finally updated. I also showcased in one of the previous videos that they had added in this thing that was glowing. It was moving around. I'm assuming that's when it's fully turned on, because right now we just see this. So I'm assuming Alan turns this on and then we'll see that effect pop up, but for right now it's basically turned off. And then this is it. This is the back room here. Once again, once Alan comes here, I'm sure this all turns on and illuminates, but this is it. Still curious to see what we get in here. I'm wondering if we see maybe relics or something. I'm not sure. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's ghost in really quick. Let's get a flashlight going. Hopefully they fix that soon. I like the look. But, I mean, compared to the first game, these bases, these areas that we find that are precursor or architect are just a lot smaller. So it doesn't have the same grand size, but I like the look of it. Hopefully here pretty soon we get to see what this thing does also. Alright, so we have that. Let's go back into free cam mode. They've added new symbols. Let's zoom really quick. They've added new symbols to the Phi Robotics and then the Outpost Zero here. You can see it on the side of the building. I like that touch. And then if you go inside, they've actually updated the nameplates to have this as well. So you can see it's Outpost Zero there. And we'll see that on any of these kind of plates here, these nameplates. So we have that. Phi Robotics is the other one. So let's zoom across the map to go over there. I've cleared out that area. I did double check just to make sure, like I said, none of the new story is actually in this, or it shouldn't pop up. It still may, but there we go. So we have Phi Robotics. And actually, I just noticed those are blinking right there. That is new as well. All these small details, man, it's come a long way since the beginning. I don't remember this, but I don't know if I had been paying attention for that. It may have been in game for a minute. I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, but all the small details are just adding up. They're doing really good with this. So, Phi Robotics, we got the symbol there. And then same thing, if you go in here, any of these are going to have that same symbol, right? Including Sam's room here. Then we have Zeta. So we have that. And then we're going to go, I want to double check Delta Station, because I don't know if I've actually looked to see if that has a, yep, there it is. That has a symbol on it too. Very nice. I think some shaders and things like that have been improved in here that I saw, but it's one of those deals that's going to be subtle. These do look like they have weight to them now versus just being flat. That ice on the back end looks different too. I know it's been in game for a minute and just now noticing that it looks vastly different than the other ice. I like that. Let's see here. Yep, there it is there. But let me ghost in for a second. Because another thing is, they've added the accessibility tab here. So instead of general, where you were gonna find some of this stuff, they've moved this over so you can scale The user interface, turn off any lightning flashes, and then the highlight interactable that I have turned on right here. And I have my UI scaled all the way down just so we can see everything a little bit better. All right, let's go back into FreeCam. One thing I unfortunately don't have the proper build for, they've put the Shadow Leviathan and the Caliceraate into the void. So if you go off map now, that's what's going to actually find you. I know everybody was hoping for the Ice Dragon. They keep saying it's cut. Fingers crossed those are placeholders and that we actually get to see this thing. But that's what's supposed to be in. Hopefully that build launches later today on the experimental branch here. But the next thing is in the East Arctic. I've pointed this out. This is actually meant to be an area that you can build a base. They've actually put that shelf ice all around this now. So before it was on the front end, now we have it here. Hoping they kind of clean this up just a little bit more. I'm sure they will. But this is going to be hard to build on top of this. I'm sure you could branch over, but this one at least has the platform you can kind of walk up on. This whole biome has just grown substantially. It's just interesting to see now everything that's here. Let me bring the...
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Still going to take me a minute to get used to that PDA. For those that didn't watch the last video, yeah, they've updated the voice of the PDA because it's XenoWorks now. It's not Altera. But yeah, that looks really good. I'm assuming the fog will get improved also. Let's ghost in. Because right now, mentioned this in the last video too, doesn't seem like it really fills in as much. So some of these areas in the back that the textures just haven't loaded all the way in, you can see them now. It's very apparent. Oh, later fellas. All right, so we have that. And then let's go underneath here, because where we have the Caliceraate here guarding the ground sampler, they've improved this area. So you kind of will see like this pattern feeding into it. Looks like a starfish to me, right? But it's not just a hole in the ground anymore, right? I mean, it's a hole, but they actually have this updated. I'm hoping we see some thermal spires over here. I'm pretty sure we will, just looking at everything, because there's some down below. But we have that. Let's get a better view of this. So there it is. And then, of course, like I said, the Caliceraate kind of right here guarding it. With this, too, I was looking around like, hey, they tweaked things, and they have over here. They're actually starting to notch some of this down, right? But with that, the thing that I've noticed is they've pulled the edge of the world in quite a bit. So this didn't go that far in the first place, but this right here, this is it. It used to go kind of closer to out here. I mean, you can see it. Here's remnants of it. But yeah, it is pulled in quite a bit. So yeah, sad to see. The map is getting smaller. I was hoping that they'd add something out here, but I know it's a linear story. And the map, with all the intricacies that it does have, I mean, it...
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
That sounds weird. But with them having this linear story, there's more intricacy to the tunnels and things like that make this game and this map feel really, really big in a sense. But still kind of sad to see. So that is actually going to be it for this video. I was kind of hoping maybe it was already in game, and the thing I saw on the Subnautica Changes Twitter account was just an update to it, but it's not in game yet, dang it. But that's going to be it for this video, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.